Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and you're watching some more iRacing, and as I say all the time, it's been a while. I just can't seem to consistently put videos out. But I hope this is going to be a jumping off point for a future series of videos that I want to do, and it's going to be very similar into the vein, in the vein of the V8 Supercar Mastery series that I did. And what I want to do is a road to F1 where I'm going to go back. I want to do a season in Skip Barber. I want to do a season in Star Mazda, and then a season in the Renault, I believe it is. And then capping that off by hopefully getting into F1. And I'm doing that because what I need to shake up iRacing. I constantly need to make it new. I don't know about you guys, but I have my excitement in games comes from the leveling up. Like if it's like a narrative, story-driven game, say like Tomb Raider or Uncharted or I don't know, Mass Effect. Those are story-driven games, and so the story is what compels me to continue on. I want to finish the story. I want to experience the story. It's really it's a pretty simple concept. But for games like MMORPGs or any other game like The Division or DC Universe Online or iRacing for that matter, anything where there's a sort of leveling up, and so in the case of iRacing, it would be like license classes, but beyond that would be like skill, like how good are you, where do you fit in your iRating, so things like that. So for that, when I hit a point where in like an MMORPG where you're grinding for gear, like when I hit that grind period where I don't feel the excitement, the newness of it, I lose interest. And so that has kind of happened to me this particular year. Because like when I first got into iRacing, it obviously was fresh and new, and I did this year in review video, and it was very well received. I wanted to do a second year in review and then a third year in review, and that just didn't happen. So like my first year was obviously new and exciting, like I said, and then the second year was a lot of GT3, and then I got into the V8 Supercar at the end of the year, and that was new and exciting. And then 2016 was just kind of a low point. Just I don't know, it's just kind of like bleh. I haven't done a lot of racing this year. So my hope is that with a new series like this, a road to F1, starting like I said in the Skip Barber and hopefully concluding with the F1, I can sort of infuse some newness and some excitement into iRacing for me. Now I'll probably end up still doing what I've done before with the GT3 and maybe some other series. We'll see what I sort of gravitate towards. There are things like the V8 Supercar, which I constantly talk about. I'd love to get back to that car. I really would, but I just don't have the time because my work schedule doesn't really jive very well with when the America Series kicks off. And I cannot be racing at, midnight at 1 o'clock in the morning with the Australians on, Sunday nights and Saturday nights, or well, technically I guess that would be Sunday mornings and Monday mornings, but I just can't do that. Unfortunately, my apartment living situation is such that if I'm shifting a little too hard or blipping a little too hard, my downstairs neighbor can hear it. So I don't want them hearing me racing at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just, look at me, look at me being a good neighbor. So anyways, my hope is that, that like I said, this will be something new. This will be something that I can do to, I don't know, level up. That's really the term that I'm using right now. But let me know in the comment section if you guys have, if you're running the Skip Barber or have run the Skip Barber, and what do you guys think about it? Because I've actually never run it. This really is my first real practice session in the Skip Barber. I think I might have toyed with the car initially when I first started, but my path went from the Miata to the Kia because it was running with the Cadillac at the time, and then mid that second season I switched from the Kia to the Cadillac because I got tired of getting wrecked out, and I felt it was more of a preparation for the cars to come. And then so my C-Class year, which was my third season, that was the Trans Am series, so I ran the McLaren. And then the following year, that fourth season, I keep saying the year, the fourth season in that year of 2013 was the first GT3 year. So it was the roof and the McLaren, and I ran the roof. And then from there, it was like the BMW, and then I don't remember what happened after that. I think BMW and the... What came after that? I think it was a couple of years of just the roof, the BMW, and the McLaren. Anyways, the point is I never ran the Skip Arbor, and I know people have, and so open wheels just never really appealed to me. And this whole series is inspired by Rancer racer Richard, and so I watch his videos, his IndyCar videos, and I'm constantly blown away at how good he is on the road courses. Like, I've run Indy Oval, and it's kind of easy. At least it feels easy. It's probably, I mean, like, you know, for someone dicking around, it's not a difficult car to get into. But if you want to get fast and good, obviously it'll take some time. But taking that car and going onto a road course, totally different story. And so I kind of want to travel up to that. So like I said, I'd love to do Skip Arbor, and then Star Mazda, and then the Renault, and then IndyCar, and then F1. So I guess I think I might omitted Indy Road, but I would like to get into that series eventually. So I just kind of feel like I need to build up to that. It's my belief, being, you know, partially in the, you know, as an educator for just a brief year when I was working on my master's. Everything needs, you know, to be at the top, you know, to have your keystone course, your 400 level course. If you're looking at like a bachelor's degree, you need the base. So you need your 100 to 200 to 300 level courses before you get to your 400 level course and then get your degree. So for me to get to F1 or IndyCar at the top, my keystone series, I need to get through Skip Arbor, and I need to get through Star Mazda and the Renault, and get that experience before you go up to the top dog class and race in those cars. So while I know that there's probably some people who just jump into it, do it, I just kind of feel like that's a good way to get acclimated and get used to it, and just kind of learn the things that are necessary to be successful when you get up to that. Plus, it drags it on for 4 seasons, so there's something new. Every track is new every week. Every car is gonna be new every season. So it's just, like I said, it keeps it new. So let me know in the comment section. Excuse me. Let me know in the comment section, like I said, if you've driven the Skip Arbor, or you've gone down a similar path. You know, what are some of the things you've seen or maybe experienced? Because I'd be interested in your input. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.